weekly imbalance here. So on 4 hours, we can also see that we have been having a structure. We have a high here, a low. We broke this low here, pull back, mitigate. We reacted here today, and we failed this demand. So automatically anticipate price to pull back here. Then we continue the drop to the downside. Then also take note of this place. It might also act as a reaction point for price, maybe to pull back, or after taking out this low, we pull back and we continue to the downside. But take note of this area also. Then same thing on GBP USD. Let's see on GU. I also anticipate a sell on this pair, but the structure is not aligning yet, because after tapping into this imbalance, took our previous week high here, or an old weekly high. Now coming to the 4-hour time frame, this is what we are having. We don't have any significant structure that is cleared here. Why? Because we have a high, a low. We just reacted to this down close candle here, and price pull back up. Now when price got here, this was actually a break of structure. We mitigated here, drop, then we failed to continue to the downside. We failed to respect this up close candle that was created here. Now price violated the up close candle here and pull back deep into this other one here. This is still the main up close candle, pull back there, then reacted, came down. Now violating this up close candle, now you now have a demand that is now active, which is this one here, which price is currently reacting to. It's reacting off. So now for now, I can't see any bearish move here. Everything I'm seeing is still bullish for me, because if you are going to be bearish, then I want to see this. I want to see price violate this demand. If we have something like this, then we violate, that'll be fine. Then I'll want to take a 7 price pullback here, and we continue the dump to the downside. But since we haven't violated this demand zone, currently I'm still bullish on GBP USD until this low is violated, because this is the low that caused the last break of structure to the upside, and which is respecting the order flow. So if it's violated, then fine, I'll start looking for sales. So that would be a good setup for a sell. But for now, if you can see on your 1 hour time frame, see the same thing. It just came back, run out this outside liquidity, pull break structure here, came back, retest, and is looking bullish. So if it buys, maybe let's say buys to this level, I will actually want it to clear this high. If it's buying, I will actually want to clear that high before we have maybe a reversal. Although we had a sweep and a break of structure here, but I will actually want to at least to move back in maybe 50%, or during the New York session, then we have a sell. But for the major trend, until this demand is invalidated, or sorry, until the demand is violated. So once it's violated, then I'll be expecting more sales to the downside. That's for GBP USD and for Euro USD. So let's just take a look at AUD USD also. I think it's still part of a major pair. I don't like trading this pair, and I don't even like what it's doing. So I prefer, let's look at USD-JPY. Alright, let me just look at one more pair on this. Okay, so this is USD-JPY. I think it's also a nice pair that trend, because I love pair that trends a lot, so that you can capitalize on the trending move. Now when it's ranging, you won't be able to catch any moves at all. So now USD-JPY just pull back. This is a monthly time frame. It just took a previous month low. Then on the weekly, We took our previous week. Okay, that's an old weekly low also here. Then on, just drop down to the 4-hour time frame. Let's see the structure we have. Now on the 4-hour time frame, you can agree with me that after that low was taken out, our last supply here was invalidated. Our last order block day was invalidated. So what do we anticipate? Anticipate a pullback and a continuation. So where is the other block that should be responsible for that? Use this. So price pull back in there and boom, still bullish. So currently we still have this demand that is active, which I also expect price to pull back in here and maybe go to clear these highs. I think that high has not been cleared yet. So this was just a reaction for price to continue to the bullish move. So this is what I will anticipate on USD JPY. I think if I go to the 1 hour time frame, still the same thing. So I think the momentum are very strong these days. The on the JPY, because I think the JPY is actually very weak. That's why we're having a lot of bullish movements on the base pair for JPY pairs. So currently that's the setup I'm anticipating for this week. So we all wait for and see what the GU, EU, and dollar index is going to do. So, but for now, let's just watch price and see if you're going to have a pullback on the dollar index, then you're expecting more buys from here to this point. Don't always forget, confirmation is the best thing to, or is the best, let me say, kind of strategy to use to enter your trade, because it's not always good to take aggressive entry most of the time. Like I always said, your POI is a point of investigation if price is going to hold or it's going to violate. So if you just want to take aggressive entry on your point of interest or point of investigation, you might not know if it will hold, because it's not all POI that hold price. So definitely you want to always be looking for a confirmation before you take a trade. All right, so let's just watch out and see what price is going to do. So expect a pullback also on euro to this point, maybe before the continuation. And for GU, expect also a bullish move, maybe to clear this high, or maybe to react to this other block here before we anticipate a bearish move. But if this low is not violated, like I said, I'm not bearish. I'm not bearish on GU. This demand needs to be validated before I conclude that my bearish trend has started. All right, that's it about that. Okay, for those trading gold, let me just take a look at gold for you guys. On gold weekly time frame, I think we have been bullish since the beginning of this week, but I think gold cleared all these lows here and pull back inside on the weekly time frame. So let's drop down to the 4-hour and see if we can get any story. So on the 4-hour time frame, we have this demand, or I call it supply, that failed to hold price. So price came back to it, use it as a demand to continue the move to the upside. Now currently we have also got another one here. This is a supply that failed. Definitely I'll be looking for price to come back to this.
Yeah.
Then I'll expect some move back to the upside.
Please, um,
So that's what.
please, can I ask a question, please?
Okay, yeah, you can.
Uh, okay, so well, I want to understand. This a platform that we are doing, it, right? Are we doing under Octa FX, or we are just trading on a different platform? Because I'm looking for a way so I can just connect my big screen and try to see how you've been navigating and just try to follow your step precept by precept. Or so that I'm asking, are we doing under Octa FX? Because when you asked me, sorry, my name is Chinedu.
Okay.
I'm supposed to join the beginner class, right? Which I didn't. You just asked
Okay.
me to follow through so I can just get an understanding of what you guys are doing. So
Right.
I registered, they sent me a mail, they asked me to send my email and some other information, which I did. They didn't get back to me up to date. So that's what I'm asking. This trading platform, are we doing under Octa FX, or we are doing it on a separate platform?
Okay. Um, if you check here, it's under traders room. I think that's where the where we are doing it from. So actually, under OctaFX is just our partner. We partner with them. So
Okay.
yeah. So see this traders room analysis for a live session for them. So and everything we are doing here is based on uh traders room. So OctaFX is our partner. So we partner with them to uh, trade together. So that's it.
Okay.
Mm.
So how do I come in? How do I get a password? How do I register? Those are some of the fundamental questions I'm asking. How do I get
Okay,
in so that I
okay. I get you now.
what
OctaFX
can
is
someone fund his account? How much can someone fund his account with?
okay. I think we are going to get a video on that later.
Hello.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Mr. Chinedu, can you hear me? Hello? Is he still online? I hope everyone can hear me. Please, if you can hear me, just let me know.
Can hear you.
Yeah,
Can hear you.
I can hear you.
Okay. Uh, please, I think Mr. Chinedu is the one that has a question. Please, after the class,
Yeah,
we are going to
Chinedu,
talk so
please.
that you can get how you can get the video on how to fund your account and do your verification with OctaFX. Is that okay?
Sorry,
I said after the class, I
I
can
didn't
get
get
to
that.
give you the video that you can get to watch. They know how to fund your account and do your verification on Octa. I think
Oh,
you have open account with
okay.
them already.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So after the class, I'm gonna give you the video to do that. Mm.
Okay.
All
So,
right.
so is it from Octa FX? So how do I navigate? Is it from Octa FX? I'll be doing my trading, or on Traders Room?
No, once you get
Can
the
you hear
video
me?
they
Hello,
hello.
Mr. Chinedu.
Yeah, I'm with
So
you.
let me
Yeah.
answer your question.
Okay.
Right here, we are doing technical analysis, and while you're doing technical analysis, you can
Okay.
use Trading View, you can use Metaphor, you can use even OctaFX platform to do your technical analysis. You know, the charts and the symbols, price actions are always the same across all the platforms, right? So if you're talking
Oh,
about funding and taking trades
okay.
on your accounts, then you have to register with a broker. Primarily, those are just basic things you need to know even before coming to this class, because this is a technical and advanced class. All right, but I can understand that you are still under the beginners class. So what you need to know is, after now, you can ask all the questions that has to do with the beginners class. Unfortunately, you had missed that training, right? So, but we have a video content that can take you from the beginners to the advanced level where you can now understand what we're doing right here. So just pay attention, you get, and then she would learn, ask more questions on the group, please.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
All right. I think that's been clear for you very well, Abby. Okay. So
Clear.
all right. So do we have any other question? retaining the analysis we've just done, or do we have any other pair to look out for? Anyone that has a question on any other pair, so we can analyze it together. Yep. Who is talking? I'm hearing you. I can listen. I'm hearing you.
Please, I want to add, please, anyone who's getting mic, please, before, if you're about to say anything, please let us know on the group chat, on discussion group, because most times many people are unmuting their mics and the noise from your background is disrupting the live session. Thank you.
That's good. Okay, Lord Forest, you want to speak? Okay. I think you can speak now. You're muted.
Morning.
Yeah. Good afternoon. You can speak. I can hear you very well. Oh, I think you. All right, since.
Okay, Lord Forex, let's do like this. Since you're in a noisy background and maybe you have network issues, can you please kindly drop your question on the discussion group? From there, our analyst will answer for you here. Thank you.
All right, that's okay. So let's continue. Who again have a question? Because actually we are done with analysis for today. It's just for you to wait for price to do what I've said. Wait for the pullback to on GU. Anticipate maybe a move to the upside to clear these highs first. Then we anticipate this low to be taken out before we call it a bearish move. Then for EU, we're already bearish. We just need a pullback to this point. Then we look for confirmation to short. Maybe we take our TP after the low has been taken out, taking or minding this point of interest here because this other block was not mitigated. Then also on the dollar index, we expect a bearish pullback. I think after tapping this up close candle too, before we anticipate a continuation. So that's what we'll be waiting for on this spread, this New York session. So please,
okay. I have
take
a
notes.
current pair that I would love you to analyze.
Okay.
Odd NZD and USD CHF.
All right. Let's look at that together. Odd NZD. Okay. Let me pull this out. All right. On the weekly time frame, looking at the odd NZD, you can see that we are on a bullish move. Here our last break of structure here. So anticipate a pullback. Currently, this is where price is reacting to. This down close candle here. Why is price reacting here? Because this serves as it's a supply that failed here. So definitely the demand must be active. So that's why we have this reaction here. So if I drop down to the 4-hour time frame, we are still on that bearish push. Let me see this. All right, so I think this had a break here. Price kept on respecting the up close candle till finally we got here. So now finally price just took out this high, the supply, and the same thing is happening here. it has reacted to this demand here. That's why we are having these buys. So if I drop down to 1 hour, you see it very clear. In fact, this supply could not even have a reaction. That's why price just took it out immediately, and now price pull back down to mitigate the demand. Take note, this demand is coming in from the 4 hour time frame. If we check, we had a sweep of liquidity there. This was the load that was taken out before we had the expansion that broke the supply, and that was our break of structure. The price just came back to it to retest. So if we have this bullish candle, I think the current one that is forming close above this, then we will anticipate a pullback to this down close candle for a continuation to the upside. So definitely we have something like this. We close above it, then anticipate price to pull back, then continue. Take note, it will form a key level. If I go to the line chart, that's what you see. So that's what it's going to form there. So it's just for you to wait, and it's going to react. I think it's going to react here because of the supply that we have here. So we might have something like this. Boom, come back, then we continue to the upside. That's why I do tell people, take note of your 4 hour time frame. They are very good in getting your structural shift. If your 4 hour structure shift, it simply means that it's going to stay long. But if 1 hour shift, there's going to be some kind of manipulation. That's why I prefer to use my 4 hour structure shift after a key level has been tapped in, before I can now go to the lower time frame to get a confirmation. After the 4 hour time frame has given a market structure shift, then you now flow with the trend. So that's it for AUDNZD. So I think on the daily, you can even see it on the daily. It's been reacting to this point, to this up close candle here. So that's why I say if 4 hours should close above it, if 4 hours should close with momentum above it, not with wick. We need a full body candle above this down close candle. Then we anticipate a pullback and a continuation. But if it fails, then expect maybe a ranging market, or they'll come back and take out this low again before we now have a clear structure to the upside. So that's that for AUDNZD. I think it's clear, Mr. DF Basi.
It's clear.
All right. So please, which other page did you mention?
USDCHF.
Okay, USDCHF. All right. Okay. Let's